Ah. Hello? Huh? Bring it on. And stay down. Yep. Tori-san?
Oh,
Don't tell me you're using a phone camera to take pictures for your article.
resolution on these things is plenty high.
Not really. Just didn't know sensation.
I only report on things that interest me.
Well, is it gonna take a while?
Don't worry. Kinda strange. I thought,
Can you not? Are you still working?
I'm not he just comes to be on good.
Uh-huh.
It'd be not. I heard you.
I'm here to talk. If that's not...
All right. Generally, drug development they then, which is an as it can.
Yeah.
Before none, but director, if it can at least
Interesting.
Yagami. In this that means for a couple in their 50 and the no matter how, if I, in some cases, I guess our biggest good.
Well, you're gonna...
Out of all the diseases that can cause dementia, it's believed to be brought about by buildup of a protein. When that happens, nerve cells start dying off.
So to put this in layman's terms, waste built...
But even that is just a theory at this
and when your brain...
Your memory. Let me explain. There are 3 processes involved in memory. And Alzheimer's impairs the first step, encoding. This makes it near impossible to remember. I'll give you an example. When doctors asked a dementia patient the date, they had no problem producing the correct answer. But when asked the year, the patient said 1952. Their mind was stuck decades in the past. You see, dementia not only inhibits new memories, but jumbles the ones you already have as well.
I think I understand.
Good.
So how exactly does 80...
According to their research, when they injected AD, it brought about a
Which is...
It's a Greek word that means self-devouring. That's what, in other words, all the amyloid beta built up in the mice's brains began to...
Instantly.
Yes. Their Alzheimer's stopped progressing entirely. The most shocking thing is that even brain cells which had lost function were able to recover. As one researcher put it, it's as though the brain, if they can bring about...
They'll have a cure for...
That's right. There are millions. If they actually complete this drug, it's nothing short of a dream.
If you ask me...
Excuse me?
I mean, the vice director of the ADDC suspected something, but when he started digging, someone offed him to keep their secret safe.
What kind of secret?
Like the drug's effects.
No, there's no chance of that.
Huh?
Since the announcement of 89, countless animal... It's no one test...
And you're sure?
Yes. I'm of the mind they should push... After all, dementia drugs are... It would be a shame if someone beat them to the... Keto-san is far too cautious. They need to move to clinical...
By which...
Experimenting...
Wait.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
I guess there is. Keto-san is listed as the sole... But in truth, he only put his name on the page. The key researcher was someone else entirely.
So the one I want... So you're saying...
Seems so. The paper would never have get. They needed a leading expert to rubber stamp the research, and that kind of thing is pretty common, though. Now,
Shono. Must we? What a waste.
Yagami-san.
Hmm?
Very well. Yagami-san.
Yeah. Guess we're doing this. And stay down.
Yo, welcome back.
Hey there, Yagami-san.
The gang's all here, huh?
How did things go with Hattori-san? Did you learn anything useful?
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying there isn't actually—
That's what Hattori said.
This is the first time I'm hearing about Kido not really being involved. It's possible Shono—
Maybe. But first, one term—
Which is?
human—
Go on.
Apparently, 89 is just about ready.
Well, that's—
Knock it.
Sorry.
Well, I've just been thinking.
You're
If Shono's the one...
What? You think this guy Shono went out?
I guess it's a bit of a stretch, huh?
Even if these people were test cases, why would Shono have to murder them? If this is a dementia drug, not some kind of
No, but what if it really did have some kind of... Like, they didn't want to kill the people, but...
It was perfectly fine when they tested it on mice. If it ended up killing...
Yeah, wait a sec is right.
What if 89 was completely harmless to mice, but lethal?
If that was the case, they'd need to perform a ton of which is why they killed all...
Back it up. If they're testing a drug, wouldn't they want to use... I mean, it's not like those Cure guys all...
That's true.
Actually, it says here that they test new drugs. They're the control group to make...
Yeah, eventually. It wouldn't make any damn sense for him to start on anyone.
But...
Just give it a rest. We up, says the dumbass kid who keeps spouting tinfoil hat shit about...
The only dumbass here...
Oh, is that... Next you're gonna tell me they experimented on old man Waku too? What?
That incident 3 years ago at the ADDC. The guy who died, Wakusan.
Hey!
Huh?
Think about it, Kaito. Waku-san was an Alzheimer's patient at this. We know for a fact that Okubo didn't kill him, but they never tracked the real murderer down.
All right, cool your fucking jets. That happened 3 years ago. AD9 didn't even exist.
True, it was only an... But all the research that went into that paper would have reached way further back.
Huh? Wait.
It's hard to say for sure, but... I have a few more thoughts about this whole... Mind if we can...
Sure.
Okay, so, let's say Shono... They normally do a lot more to ensure it. What was his motive?
Maybe he wanted to try his groundbreaking new drug on... If it worked, he'd have the cure. And...
That's possible. I guess Shono was surrounded by dementia patients. One little test wouldn't be a big deal, and if it succeeded, his drug would save the... If it meant curing Alzheimer's sooner, he might have been okay
But instead of doing what it was meant to do, 89... The more I think about it...
It's starting to make...
But now, even though he knows the risks, he's still experimenting and using the mole to... I know this is all just a theory, but the pieces...
Going down that path, Yagami-san, that means... But he murdered his girlfriend right after.
Quit it, Sugiura.
Yeah.
So, it all started 3... But those tests are still ongoing.
But wait, how would a guy like Shono get wrapped up with... Your run-of-the-mill researcher wouldn't have the cash or...
But what if someone close to him did?
Someone Shono knows who's got Yakuza ties?
Ryusuke Kido...
Oh, Kido would have... There's even been talk of him I think you've cracked it, Yagami.
I don't know if that's...
Why?
Think back to the 89... He was so proud. But if he knew about all this human
Kid's got him.
Then maybe he was only told about the... That would still make sense. First, Shono gets Kido to sign off on the 89 paper. Thrilled about the possibilities, Kido proudly presents the research. There's no turning back after that. Even if that's probably how Shono... He then used Kido's funding and connection. It feels like all the pieces are...
That means...
Right. Shono...
Let's say you're right. When was the mole's first murder?
When those Cure guys started getting their eyes gouged out. That would make the most...
Well, that's pretty...
Shono has an alibi for the night Hashiki was beat to death. If he didn't hire somebody to do it, maybe it really was just a random passerby.
No, that Hashiki inching closer to the truth about 89 was a serious problem for Shono. So, Shono hired someone to off him.
The man in the black raincoat. He's the mole? That...
Yeah. Only the best of the best assassins would have the skill to do what they did to Hashiki.
Can't argue with that.
Who knows how close Hashiki was to finding out about the human experimentation.
Yeah, and if he seems like a
So what?
If you have something to say...
I mean, it all sounds almost...
What do you mean?
Shono killed Waku-san, and then Okubo, the primary suspect.
Yep. Already...
But Okubo, he stabbed her over and over. He reeked of booze, too. Defend him all you want. That's why the took the death. Yet here, but you just don't want to feel responsible.
Enough, Sugiura! You're...
Look, I know I get swept up in my emotions pretty easily sometimes. All the same, I'm trying...
Are you?
So if we want to treat, then we'll have to figure out whether or not Okubo is innocent.
And how are you suggesting?
It's simple. We just go to Okubo.
You want to talk to him face to face?
A lawyer like you should have no problem setting that up.
He can't stand me, though. From day one, Okubo insisted he was innocent. But I abandoned him.
Fine. But that's a pretty weak excuse for... If you really want to pursue this case...
Well,
Hoshinoku.
Yes?
Let's go talk to Okubo. Think you can...
I can try. Let me get into...
Thanks. I'll be looking over the old...
All right.
Bring it on. What a waste.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
oh, Yagami.
Mind if I look over a case file? I'm seeing Okubo soon.
Huh?
Hold on. I'll go...
Thanks, Sari-san.
How's it going, Yagami-san?
Oh, what do you have there?
The files for Emi Terasawa's case.
Well,
Yagami-san, I think you should look them over if you really don't need them.
Emi Terasawa, 26 years, December 2nd, 2015, about 11 p. 15 stab wounds to the chest. Presumed no ash in her lungs, so she didn't inhale any smoke. Emi died before the fire started. Shinpei Okubo, the victim's boyfriend and roommate, was found at the scene and arrested. Murder weapon is thought to be a kitchen knife. Okubo was wasted out of his mind when firefighters arrived at...
Okubo-san is not a violent, and he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years.
But Okubo claims he doesn't remember ever drinking. He's pleaded innocence from day one.
Yagami, do you really have to do this? But why?
I need to know if he was really innocent. I'm going to find the truth.
What? In just one little...
Well, either way, I never felt like I closed... Yeah, but we didn't have anything to... The only thing the ruling said was that they couldn't meaning for the public at large. Okubo got laid off from his job and had his personal details smeared all over.
Yeah.
The guy barely even went outside. But I didn't ask him about any of that. Until one day, Okubo gave up his years of sobriety, started drinking, and stabbed his girlfriend to death.
And what? You think that's your...
I helped set a murderer loose on the world. In other words, Emmy died because of me.
I'm not gonna let you do this to yourself. Do you remember your dad's last case? Must have been almost 20 years ago. Do you, Yagami?
Yeah. No way I could forget.
The defendant in that case raped and murdered a 15-year-old girl. At least that's what they said he did. Everyone in the damn country thought that guy deserved to get executed. No thoughts of innocence, except from your dad. You know how it all went down after that. He gave the prosecution what for. Your dad never compromised his ideals, no matter what. He said a lawyer's job isn't discovering the truth, or even knowing it. It's proving the prosecution doesn't have enough evidence to convict. Do you understand? That's how he saw the defense's role. It takes some real guts to say that. That's why you looked up to him. And you would have never become an attorney without his influence.
In the beginning, sure I did. But you know, a lot happened afterward, with my dad, and with me too.
Yeah.
It's possible the defendant actually was guilty. Raped the girl, killed her in cold blood. He disappeared almost immediately after the trial. So, all of the hatred, all of the anger people felt was thrown onto my dad. Not long after, he and my mom were killed by the victim's father.
Even so, I don't think your old man did anything wrong. Our job's showing that the prosecution doesn't have enough evidence, not finding the truth. And when you defended Okubo the first time around, that's exactly what you did. Listen to me, Yagami. You didn't do anything wrong.
Sure, I get what you're saying. But a girl burned to death because I was good at my job. Ever think about how that feels?
What?
It's easy to sit back and tell me I did nothing wrong, but put yourself in my shoes. Could you say you did the right thing?
That's enough! How long are you gonna let this dominate your life?
For as long as I live. Yagami speaking.
Hey, it's Hoshino. I've arranged our chat with Okubo. Meet me at the taxi stand on West Shichifuku Street. I'm on my way there now.
Got it. Thanks. I appreciate the concern.
I've said all I wanted to say. I half knew you...
Genda-sensei.
Hmm?
You and I both saw what happens when you don't pursue the truth. I can't let that go. I won't.
Over here, Yagami-san. Long time no see. Yagami-sensei.
Yeah. It's been a while.
I apologize. I've been alone all this time. Talking is...
Don't worry. We're not in a rush here.
You look so different.
Yeah. I haven't been back in the courtroom since the last day of our case.
Meaning you're not a lawyer?
Not quite. I'm a detective. In Kamurocho. Pays the bills, you know.
And that's all my fault?
Hey. Sorry. This isn't what I came here to talk about today. 3 years ago, at the ADDC. Did you actually murder Waku-san or not?
What? Yagami, I don't understand. You know I'm innocent. I didn't murder Waku-san. Or Emi-chan. Why won't you listen to me? I told you time and time again I didn't kill anyone! Why won't people just believe me?
The prosecution had more than enough evidence to convict you for Emi's murder. It was an open and shut case. There was nothing we could do.
Of course not. How am I gonna win when my own lawyer doesn't believe I'm innocent? Don't think I couldn't tell. Every time you went up there and tried to clear my name, you looked like you were gonna puke. So, Okubo-san, you really didn't do it either time? That's what I've been saying all along. My name is Hoshino from the Genda Law Office. If you don't mind, we have a theory about the ADDC incident you were on trial for. I do mind. It doesn't have anything to do with me. But don't you want to know who really killed Waku-san?
It was an ADDC researcher by the name of Yoji Shono.
I remember him. But you're saying he did it? Why, though?
Here, let me explain. Waku-san's death was an 89-related accident. That's our theory, at least. The drug must have killed him on the spot. Shono panicked, searching for a place to hide the body.
Which led him to my truck, huh?
Yeah. It must have been the only option he could think of. Things may have turned out differently had you actually reported finding Waku-san's body. But as we both know, that's not what happened.
So all this...
It was a better stroke of luck than Shono could have ever asked for. After all, the cops never even suspected.
God damn it! I don't know what the hell I was thinking back then. It all happened so fast. I opened the truck, and the body was there. Naturally, I panicked. The police never would have believed I didn't kill the guy. Of course not. Why would they? I already had a criminal record, too. I was a fool.
Okubo. So you really were innocent after all, huh?
Do you even need to ask?
I guess not. Thank you.
Yagami-san?
Yagami-sensei! What about Emmy? Aren't you gonna ask me about her? I told you before I never would have killed her!
I want to believe you. I really do. But I already did everything I could. I searched non-stop for some kind of hint. But a guy can only spend so long poring over burnt scraps of evidence. After 3 years, I'm not holding out much hope.
So... guess the real killer is still out there. Just biding his time, waiting for my execution. How are you and I gonna face Emmy in the afterlife? Come on, man! Tell me how!
Yagami-san,
What's up?
I think I'm gonna head back to Genda's. What are you up to tonight?
Not sure yet. I think maybe I'll swing by Tender. I could use a drink.
Yagami-san.
I'll be all right. Later, Hoshino-kun. Guess we're doing this.
So, I hear you.
Kuroi.
I had to come congratulate you myself.
I'm not gonna be the one defending him.
Wasn't Shintani's, but it wouldn't be.
Aibe didn't.
His gun begs to differ.
Yeah, that's how they're. If you seriously can't see that,
Say what you.
more or less. Doesn't look like you're here to talk.
That's right. Your little did.
Wait, is that...
Hoshino-kun!
Huh?
This guy's Dean.
Die, Yagami! Die, Yagami!
Damn it! Yagami-san, what do you mean?
He would have killed me for.
What's up, Doc?
Listen, someone just tried to murder me. Probably.
What?
Watch your back.
Right by the...
Don't go back. Oh, yeah?
KJR.
Wait, you think they'll just let us?
Of course I did. We'll go on.
Sounds like we're.
I heard.
Well. Must we?
This is...
Last I... nerve.
Yagami-san.
I'm,
Sorry to say Shiuya's out. Well, if it isn't Yaga.
Huh?
Sorry about how rude German could you.
Listen to this talk. I had you all.
Don't get too careful.
Maybe I'll see if Shioya will massage me next.
Anyway, go.
If his reaction's
He might not have even killed his girlfriend. At least that's
Huh?
I'd rather not go there.
I've been one.
You curious? Well, apparently he's a.
So, Shona.
About time for.
Judging from our last visit, we won't be able to get an appointment.
And we won't make. All we do is wait in the lobby, then
A stakeout.
Actually,
Huh?
I mean, they can Hoshino-kun.
Okay.
All right then.
Yeah.
We going?
Man. Keep it close to your chest, Sugiura. Now let's settle down.
But what if you already went? I don't want to sit here.
Good point.
Let's go, Yagami-san.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Is Shono-san from the...
Oh, most likely. Do you have an appointment?
Not exactly.
Oh, Yagami.
Oh, you're...
Hashimoto.
Oh, right.
Do you need something more?
Well...
Yagami-san, there he is.
Gotta run. Where is he?
Over there.
Hmm.
Let's go, Yagami-san.
Hey. Suspicious. Hey. Suspicious. Hey. Found him.
What do we do?
Okay, let's move in.
Well, if it isn't Yagami-san, Kamurocho's finest private eye.
You again.
This had better be the... Are you aware that I filed a
Aren't you the vice...
My name is...
Yeah, I remember you from the other day.
Of course. As such, there are a great many discussions that... Now I suggest you leave.
So much doubt he'll be coming down through the lobby. We going?
Hashimoto-san.
It's all right, Dr. Shono's.
Yeah.
Lately, he only go even. I can't over.
What do you mean, rounds?
It's a little custom of his.
Right. He did this...
Passion like his is what's. And with that, I should be going.
It's fine.
Goodbye, then.
Security on Shono's lab is airtight, but that's not the case for the hospital wing.
Wait, you want to chill?
Yeah. Just have to sneak.
Guess the next question is...
Let's check the map. Suspicious. What the? This is the garage for the service entrance. This could... Hey. What the? This... You need a key...
Guess we're sneaking in through the garage, huh?
Yeah. Come on, let's head outside.
We going?
Can I help you?
Are you from the Yacht?
That's right.
I'm the head of security. The Vice Minister has instructed...
Ichinos,
You blind or something?
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to escort you the rest of the...
that's a lot of guys.
Hey, where the hell are you taking her?
This should be...
Mashiko-san, yeah?
Make sure you never show your face.
The fuck?
That doesn't look like...
That's because it's not.
Oh, let me guess.
Now fight me!
Let's go then!
Come on, do you have to keep waving?
What do you mean? They're the only reason we got in so easy.
True, though ultimately we have the Vice Minister to thank for that.
So? How's it look? Any different from 3 years ago?
Not even a little bit.
We going? You're not going in?
And lose my perfectly good smoking spot?
Yagami-san.
We'll just have to confront him head on.
You don't want to...
I doubt we... After all, this is
Guess so, huh?
Meaning...
Gotcha. Speaking of Shono, well, the thought is that But you defended Okubo. Wouldn't the cops...
Sure they did, but... Well, they didn't have much reason to keep...
Exactly. Everyone pegged him as the murderer. Makes sense, they'd think he's the one responsible, but... Don't you think that's kind of
Huh?
The guy who's doing human experiments...
Your point?
Basically, I think he killed Emi Terasawa. And with all he had to lose, don't you...
I guess, but... I know you're right. But could he really... How long have you been thinking this?
Since you told me what a mess Okubo is...
Honestly, but I just couldn't bring myself... Emi-chan was... I wasn't gonna let it slide. Not after what Okubo-kun did to her. But after all this time, it turns out...
Nothing's for sure without evidence. But doesn't it make you want to...
Yeah.
Why are you two here?
Dr. Shono, what is it?
How did you get in here?
We just want to ask you a few questions, Dr. Shono.
Well, I don't have anything I can say to you. Apologies. I need you to handle this. I have to go.
Where are you going? This won't take long.
Sorry, I can't let you go any further. Call security.
Shono!
Let's go, Yagami-san. We can't let him get away. It's our only chance.
Shono, wait! You won't get away. This is Shono. 30 seconds? Just get over here! Let's finish this! Shono, wait! Hold up!
Now you're fucked.
This is Shono. 3 minutes. I can't wait for 3 minutes! Let's go then!
Open up! Hey! Do you hear me?
Funny that we'd end up here of all places. This is the room, right? Where Waku-san was staying? The man who died after you used him as a test subject for 89. Why'd you do it, Shono? For the glory? Thought nobody'd notice one missing dementia patient?
What are you talking about? Get out of here! This is trespassing!
Huh. You sure you want us to go?
Huh?
I thought you'd be a little more curious about how much of your secret I really know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one backing the mole, isn't that right?
Huh? How dare you accuse me of...
That's not all I know. Hamura's the middleman. You pretty satisfied with his work?
I won't stand for this baseless slander. What proof do you have?
You just made a big mistake, Shono-san.
Huh?
You've been working non-stop on this new drug, right? No way the street slang about a murderer would have reached your ears. You were supposed to ask what the mole is.
What is the mole?
There's a good boy.
The serial killer who's been gouging people's eyes out. It all started 3 years ago, right here in this center. You performed an 89 experiment on Waku-san while he was asleep, probably late at night. And when he died, you did the only thing you could. Snuck him out. I'm sure Waku-san's death came as a complete shock to you. But you didn't have time to panic. You needed to hide the body, fast. So you used the laundry cart to transport it without raising suspicion. You just needed to get it as far away as possible. Then, just before 8 a.m., Shinpei Okubo arrived at the hospital to gather the linens. That was your chance. You waited for an opening, hid the body in his truck. That wouldn't solve anything, though. Okubo would find Waku-san, and of course call the cops. Naturally, they'd then search for whoever stashed the body there. But you didn't have any other choice, did you? You had to take the risk.